Hey there guys, it's Tim with another motivational video for you this week. And this week we're talking about you pay for it now or you pay for it later. And I'll explain a little bit what I mean by this. You can take, say, personal finances into account. And I've certainly been guilty of this, hey, right here. You have that cool new TV that you want to go buy, okay? And you don't have enough money to pay for it from your bank account right now. But hey, the store, Best Buy or best electronics store around you, whatever the best one is, they've got a great financing offering, 0% for a certain amount of time. Hey, I can just pay for it, pay it off down the line, or hey, I've got a new credit card offer. I can just swipe down on it and I'll just make the little payments for it, and eventually that way I can have the TV now and worry about the payments later, right? Well, this is great in theory. You get that short-term payoff, that instant gratification. You get to have the TV now. But most likely, unless you're really disciplined about paying that thing off before you start to earn interest on the balance, ultimately that's going to wind up costing you a lot more than you could have paid for the TV had you waited a little bit longer and saved up the money, right? And this is just sort of an example to show you how this can go for your health and fitness as well. Now, it's not convenient to jump up and get your workout done every morning. It's not convenient to change your eating habits, to do better nutritionally, to pay attention to what you're eating. It's not convenient to have to pay for a new workout program to do at home, like a P90X or an Insanity. It's not convenient to go to a gym, to pay a gym membership or pay for a trainer. It's going to cost you money up front. It's money that you don't want to spend right now. Your budget's set up a certain way and you don't want to work another thing into the budget. And you're thinking, I'll just save money by trying to do it on my own. Maybe I'll go for some walks. Maybe I'll just do some things on my own, some videos I saw on YouTube. Keep it free, keep it cheap. But I want to state to you that, much like the financial example that I just gave you, you either pay for it now or you pay for it later. And the cost later is usually much, much higher. And when we talk about your health and fitness, if you put off getting disciplined about your fitness now, if you put off getting into those habits, starting to generate that sort of momentum and that habit into your lifestyle now, even if it costs you some out-of-pocket money up front to get started, it's going to cost you a lot more down the road if you decide not to make this into a habit, if you decide to stay kind of loosey-goosey about the way you do things and you never really start hitting major goals, you don't really start improving your health. Over time, guess what's going to happen to your health? It's going to deteriorate. It's going to get worse. And do you think as you get older that it's going to get easier to become disciplined as you get older, or it's going to get harder? I think you know the answer to that question. It always gets harder the longer you wait. And if you don't jump on it now, if you don't jump into the inconveniences, if you don't jump into embracing the costs that it's going to potentially add to your budget right now, then ultimately it's going to add a lot more later. Not only is life going to get harder, is it going to get harder to get into the habits later, but as you get older, this is going to start to cost you a lot of money when it comes to your overall productivity in your work. You're going to have lower amounts of energy. You're going to get passed up by people who are keeping themselves in better physical condition, because your health is everything. It's your energy. It's what you bring to the world. It's what makes it and allows you to go out and accomplish all the things that you want to accomplish in life. So it's going to cost you one way there. It's also going to cost you in additional medical bills, the increase of major diseases like heart disease, like cancer, all of those things. And I'm not wishing any of that upon you. I'm not saying that you specifically are going to get these things, but you increase your likelihood. The older you get, the less you do, and the more you delay taking action now. And so I say this message to those of you who have been putting off your health and fitness journey for a long time. Or even if it's just been a short time, but you've been putting it off, you've been kind of dreading getting into it, you've been thinking of reasons not to do it, you've been thinking of reasons not to try that new program you saw on TV that, looked like, hey, I might be able to do that, but I don't want to spend the $60 or the $100 right now. I urge you, I highly encourage you to get started today, no matter what it's with. Get going on something and make sure that there's a structure to it. You can start off by walking around the block and, maybe eating a little bit less at some of your meals. But if you don't have a real structure put together, if you don't deliberately plan this out, whether you do it on your own or with a coach like myself, then it's going to just take you a lot longer. It's going to be a more frustrating process. You're not going to see the results you want, and you're much more likely to give up before you start to really see the results and the momentum of your efforts. So I highly encourage you to get started now, to get involved with a group structure. Now, I happen to run a free online accountability group for anybody who does a Beachbody workout program. I'm a Beachbody coach. I work with programs like P90X Insanity, but also much easier programs like the new Country Heat that came out recently with Tai Chiang, which is what I'm doing right now. This is a Tai Chi based program. You know, if you're very immobile, or you're having to work through an injury, or maybe you're a little bit older and you just don't feel like you can get into any kind of real fitness regimen, this has been a great program for me as I've been rehabbing my back lately. I can't do anything really intense, but this has kept me active and also helped reduce my pain levels and increase my mobility quite a bit. So if you're interested in getting involved with a group of people, again, this is a free group. I run this on Facebook. And if you're interested in being a part of this, you can check it out at Beachbody Warriors. That's the name of the group. If you do a search on Facebook for workout groups called Beachbody Warriors, it'll likely come up, or I will post the direct link in the description box below so you can go check it out. You can send me a request, and send me a little message there on Facebook too as to why you want to get into this group, okay? I'm going to reach out to you one way or the other, but if you send that message to me, Tim Heinrich, a little bit sooner rather than later, it's much more likely that I'm going to see that you're serious about joining and being an active member of the group. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there to you guys. I hope you got something out of this message, and I hope you decide to take your health and fitness into your own hands and not delay action today. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you next time.